Into the breach.
What cruel twist of fate is this?
Yes!
This can't be real. You can't be here. Not you.
Yes! The advent of a hero.
Salvation has always been selective. My homeworld was littered with lives no one cared to see respected, let alone saved. It begs the question, why? What atrocities did they commit to be denied even so much as pity? My failing was simple. Circumstance of birth. Lord Lure liked to refer to itself as utopia.
Lord
People
Lure.
knew no inconveniences or woes. People were happy. People lived their days in joy and bliss, surrounded by smiling peers. And the workers who suffered to make it happen were nothing more than surplus. Expendable cogs in the machine, beaten thin in production lines until we broke and someone pitched us in the incinerator chute. Because we weren't people. And that was that. Society had realized that universal happiness wasn't sustainable.
Ugh.
So, they made a new system to cut their losses. A caste system.
Oh,
Decided by
great.
place of
I
birth.
love those.
Anyone born in a hospital was a person. They'd come into the world with a picture-perfect family waiting to lovingly raise them. Anyone born in the gear works was a cog. No fuss or fanfare, they'd be tossed in the toolbox with all the others. And then, for the rest of their lives, cogs would assemble and package happiness, while people consumed it. To be honest, I struggle to think whether it's more apt to say I was born a cog or produced. I was produced in the Maisha district supply plant with a LaForge-class feminine frame. Hence, like 51,536 other units, I was a Maisha LaForge cog.
I always thought her name had something to do with forging. I didn't think it would be that literal.
And for years, that was the only life I knew. I didn't have the cognizance or leeway to question it. Until one day, another Maisha-made cog broached the topic.
But why? Why do we have to work and they don't? We're humans too. We were born like them and look like them and get hungry and tired and sore like them.
The little Maisha cried and cried until someone briskly came and carried her off. I never saw that girl again. The next day, her bookstore had already replaced her with another shelver.
Yikes.
As I passed the shop front, my mind returned to the question, mulling over an answer. Poor little Maisha. If only I could have told you what sets us apart from them. Our birth. The difference is just our birth. We are just like them in all other
The only
regards.
difference between two individuals
From
is
our
their
first
circumstances.
breaths to our last, our fates are dictated by odds beyond our control. And I'm sorry to say your outburst changed nothing. You died in vain. But I at least will mourn you. As I turned on my way, something caught my eye in the alley by the back door. A picture book, faded and worn, the way well-loved toys always are. There was a tiny name scribbled inside the back cover. Maisha. As though to make the book hers. And for what? The district produced thousands of Maishas, none of whom were permitted to own property. The signature offered no identification. It signaled no ownership. So why? Why was I so transfixed upon it? Without a thought to the wiser, I took it back with me and gave it a read. It was your average hero story. A man gets superhuman powers, slays a monster, and makes all his dreams come true.
Uh-huh.
From nobody to somebody, zero to hero, all in just 16 pages.
It is a picture book.
It was a grand illustration for the finale. Everyone lived happily ever after. But when I turned the last page, there it was. Down in the corner of a blank end paper. Maisha, within the covers outside the story. I don't know how many times I reread that book. The epic adventure, the dead girl's name, the hero's colorful celebration, the lone word on an empty page. It was my greatest treasure, I think. Not the mass-printed book itself, but rather the concept of it. The ragged proof of Maisha's effect upon trite images of happiness, forgotten in an alley. Something about that spoke to me. It was reassuring in a way, to think something would remain.
This joke of yours is over.
They burned it. They found Maisha's book and burned it.
Have you lost your mind? What were you thinking? Unlawful possession of property is bad enough, but to write Maisha on it? Do you realize how many Maisha LaForge cogs there are? If news of this spreads, it'll stain all our reputations. What if they trash the whole lot?
Yikes, didn't think of that. How horrible is this world?
We are cogs, not people. They don't care about us, so we sure as hell don't need one of our own turning on us. Just die.
After that, a person grabbed me from behind and carried me away. They brought me to the incinerator chute. A gaping maw that swallowed garbage in a wavering haze of heat. I was pushed in. And so I fell with nothing left to do but think. I thought about the people going about their fanciful days without a single care for me. I thought about the worn faces of onlooking cogs, desensitized to it. I remembered a childhood promise with the Maisha who reported me, that we'd get out alive. I remembered the little bookshelf of Maisha I took care of, and reported myself.
Oh my god, you're the one that got her killed? This story just lost half its meaning.
Those final moments of reflection gave me clarity. I found the reason for my meaningless life. For at last, I understood what being expendable meant. It's something that no one considers worth saving. Something no one would miss if it was gone. That was the problem with me. They could get a new Maisha LaForge so easily. I wasn't remotely worth the risk. Of course, they threw me away. Oh, but that little bookshelver, she was different.
But why? Why do we have to work and they don't? We're humans too. We were born like them and look like them and
I'm sorry. You shared your personality when everyone else hid theirs. You admitted confusion and sorrow, weeping in place of those who didn't dare. You remembered me after all our time apart. You saw all the injuries I'd collected, and lamented them even when I myself had stopped caring. That's why you spoke up. Because you were trying to stand up for me, weren't you? Just like the hero in your book. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Maisha. It was too little too late. She couldn't hear my tearful apologies. But even so, my first and last declaration was dedicated to her.
To all
the self-proclaimed people up there. Your filthy luxuries are built on our backs, and you know it. You're heartless monsters, all of you! And one day may your trash heap's hellfire engulf you! One day, this world will burn.
An intriguing wish.
There it is.
You may have it. As my vessel, your undiluted sorrow will invoke the world's purgation.
Miss, I don't know how capital letters work.
Now choose. Perish, or enforce the will you plead. Nerva, keeper of purgation, awaits your answer, human mortal.
It was like a dream. Too good to be true. But I didn't care. I wanted to be someone just like Maisha. I'll do it! I'll purge this world. So please, Nerva, make me a hero.
As you desire. Our deal is made. Maisha LaForge, wield your sorrowful will here for purgation.
Maisha LaForge.
At that, my consciousness ended. When I regained awareness, the world was gone. No life remained, not even a hint of civilization's history. Just an open, empty slate. I did this? I can't believe it. I really won. The blank end paper after my world's finale was so satisfying. All the villains vanquished and all my woes gone. A cool breeze swept the quiet plain, and I relaxed, knowing there would never be a sequel to that tragedy.
Man, I have sympathy for all the people in suffering in the destruction of this world, but at the same time, half of this world kind of deserved it and was asking for it.
I won! I won! And now, I didn't really know what else to do. Without the world's backdrop outlining me, I felt shapeless.
Process complete.
Until I looked up and saw her.
The cast world Ladlur has been purged without resistance. However, distillation of passive negative emotion, sorrow, ended prematurely.
I don't...
Error was triggered by an acute drop in sorrow's strength, attributable to contamination by other emotional states. Vessel, explain yourself. Why do you exhibit readings of joy? Why do you experience devotion?
Oh, well, I suppose I was happy that out of the whole world, you found me and acknowledged me as human. And when your power flowed into me, it carried such strong feelings of
That is enough.
No, don't use the L word.
While the resonance was stable enough to influence the mortal, it was not enough to replace the body's consciousness. The vessel must be punished for her insolent disregard of hierarchy. I rescind my power. Despair, mortal. Expendable tool. You serve no purpose. Sink back into the depths of endless sorrow.
How did she
When I
end up in
next
Asunia?
awoke, I was alone in the featureless husk of Lord Lure. Nerva had left and had taken her apocalyptic power with her. In the end, I was still expendable. I caused her a loss somehow, so I wasn't worth keeping. I was discarded in a purgatory of my own making. It was a roundabout way of telling me to die on my own time. But I didn't merit hers. And part of me was content to let the story end there and close the covers. But I remembered once more Maisha's place in the picture book. I'll keep fighting. Although Nerva had rescinded her power, I must have somehow clung to tiny fistfuls of Purgation's light. And I knew how I wanted to use it. That's why I exist. Nerva gave me salvation I never earned. So now, I'll repay her.
And she's gonna go try to purge other worlds.
In our resonance, I saw glimpses of a far greater end than the closure of Lardlure's chapter. I also saw the sorrow I had resonated with. There was nothing I could do for her, even if I got the power to stand by her side. But that's no excuse. A hero wouldn't give up on saving her. I decided to make a stand and part from that hollowed-out world with theatric words. It's almost embarrassing to recall, now that I know how pointless it was. But at the time, well, we will meet again, Nerva. I promise. I had already destroyed one world. I had nothing to lose, and didn't care what I had to sacrifice. I threw all reason to the winds, and transcended humanity. With the last dregs of Nerva's power, I made my first leap into the unknown. I survived it, of course, but with the understanding I'd only had enough for a one-way trip. I stood in a stone-paved courtyard. The scent of water pervaded the air and the sky. The sky was just as blue as Lardlure's had been when the buildings blocking it fell away. My mind reeled from the jump, but the sorrow I felt was more vivid than ever. I felt such pain in my heart. My dearest savior had bid me an eternal farewell, and I wasn't confident I could find her. The sun burned, as though judging me from on high. I was barely holding back tears.
Are you all right?
And this is the story that we do know about Maisha. From this point onward.
I'm with the Order of Blade Rights. I'd be glad to lend an ear to your troubles.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know where to begin. I'm looking for someone who can tell me. My eyes wouldn't focus on the man. I replied purely by reflex.
Who are you? Where'd you come from?
My name is Maisha LaForge. Where I came from escapes me.
Where are you going?
Nowhere.
Do you know anyone here?
Nobody.
Then why are you here?
I don't know. I thought he'd go on his way, but he stayed with me, asking questions. I turned my eyes and saw him properly, looking right back at me.
Do you want to go with me? To the Order of Blade Rights?
There was something in his voice, his expression. Cold, but warm. Sharp, but weak. Like he was under the swings of a fever.
We're a guild of justice. One that protects the peace and the people of Isunia. If you'd like, we could put you up.
If I may wish for such a thing, I'd like that very much. My first impression of Cetus Law was that of a terrific beast, a lion-like monster you'd find only in fairy tales. And it was quite clear he'd fallen for me on the spot. Poor thing. Made him very easy to use.
Don't say it like that. You're making my heart sink.
My plan to find Nerva moved along swimmingly. First, I would prove my merit and valor. With the little power left to me, I would purge the world and become a hero all on my own. Just like in the picture book. I would do what no one else could. I'd defeat the people, the monsters of society. And then my liege would call for me once more to reward me with all my dreams come true. No one cares about the extras. I have to be the star, bright enough to be seen, loud enough to be heard. The stage itself was of no importance. The play was everything. I directed the people of Isunia to their land's greatest tragedy. All for a prayer. Because I would purge life and land. To be her hero.
If there's someone who has to take responsibility, it's me. As a member of the Order of Blade Rights, and as Cetus Law.
There were just two fatal flaws to my plan. First, that I was right about Cetus being sweet on me. And second, that I had sorely underestimated the extent of his feelings. Until our parting moments.
Cetus, are you crying?
I now stand before you as the Marshal of the Order of Blade Rights. There will be time for me to cry when the soil of Isunia welcomes me. You take my tears. Carry them with you, off to where you're dreaming now.
Cetus, good night.
Good night, Maisha. And dream in peace.
Oh, but my story didn't end there.
You ended up in Mestris, or what was it called? The Empyrean Inn.
I woke right back up and risked my life for Nerva again. How I longed to see her and lend her my power. For her, I didn't mind playing second fiddle to the Great Spider. And I would go back and finish his job myself if she asked. But a small part of me was relieved that she never sent me back to Isunia to finish mine.
It feels like so long since we parted.
So, why? Why? Why are you here?
I didn't honestly expect to be.
Yeah, you could have ended up anywhere. This looks like the far reaches of space to me.
But this can be no coincidence, nor is it fate. I am here for you, Maisha.
In this skyless, sunless place, well outside the covers of Isunia's tail, our stories reconverged.
Well, we've been going for 3 hours, so I feel like it's a pretty good idea to stop here. And we'll resume this at a later date. Ugh. I'm really enjoying the story so far. Maybe what I'll end up doing is we'll probably do all the way up to chapter 15. We'll edit that into one part for YouTube, and then I'll cut it there, and we'll keep chugging along for the next time on YouTube. Because we got all the way to chapter 25 to do. So there's quite a bit of story to get through. And at the rate we're going, it's going to take a bit of a while. Alright, we're back. So, we're back. Looks like there's an event going on, and we get some free packs for the next couple days. So, that's pretty cool. I gotta remember to log in and get these. Who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. No dice. Anywho. From what I remember... the special event is right there. Anywho, we're gonna basically... Oh, I can do this 8 times in a row, I guess. I thought it'd be once a day. So while we talk through this, let's do a little bit of a brief recap. This episode is probably going to get edited together with the ending of the last episode, so I'm probably just going to try to edit about... We have up until chapter 25. I haven't checked to see if more stuff has been uploaded since we last streamed. So who knows if there's going to be anything new beyond chapter 25. Beyond that, most of this might get edited out. I'll leave the pack opening in as part of this little bit of an intro, just because people like watching that. Because you never know, streamer luck and all that. But for the most part, hopefully we'll be able to conclude today, and hopefully I can not have to chop this up into more multiple parts. I've allotted 4 hours for the stream, but odds are we're probably only going to need 2 to 3. Chaotic Chimera. I needed more copies of that card. So we can upgrade my Bloodcraft deck. Sadly, it seems that I bought into the wrong starter deck. As fun as Machina Shadowcraft is, it is just not good in the meta right now. It's too slow. Wrath has enough healing to make you get to the long game. But right now, Forest and Sword can just win on the spot on like turn 6. So it's like not really worth it. I haven't really been looking at Haven all that much. But I do like Haven, so maybe we'll check that out in the future. But right now, it seems like I'm a Wrath player until I can find a better deck that's more comfortable in the meta. Drowning in his eyes. We're given a... We can only use Forest... Oh, we're playing as Sethis. You know what's funny is I believe in the last part that we edited for the YouTube, actually, there was no gameplay.
My first jump through space felt like I was falling. I tumbled through a directionless void, unsure which way was what.
You okay, Sethis?
It felt as though I was being pulled apart by the vast reaches. My body threatened to crumble under the pressure.
I think my light is starting to flicker. We might have a
To
power
cross
problem.
worlds is no small feat. Drowning in space, I remembered my boyhood. I fell into one of the canals, pawing and clawing at the current to no avail. My heart sunk for fear I should never escape. This time, though, a much greater fear put me back on my feet.
You know, it shouldn't surprise me that the giant lion man is a cat that can't swim.
Think, Cetus. You cannot keep floundering like a child. You left Isunia with a purpose, with a goal you must achieve. I roared, tearing my timid, drifting mind back into focus. And then, I saw.
The bats.
What? A crimson light twinkled in the void, cutting through the darkness like a shooting star. Is that a flock of bats? But why would there be bats in a place like this?
That is a good question. Why are there bats in space?
My eyes followed the trail, and next I knew, my body was moving after it. Be it illusion or mirage, I knew not. But when I strained my ears, I could hear a voice. It sounds like someone is crying. I drifted closer, inch by inch. As I drew closer, the void gave way to somewhere half material. My feet fell upon sheets of mist, tenuous and uncertain. And there, under the clouded veil, I found her.
Battle damaged Maisha.
The bats had carried me to her, like a star carries a wish. They have my eternal gratitude.
Why are you here?
I didn't honestly expect to be. But this can be no coincidence, nor is it fate. I am here for you, Maisha.
Oh, you are you? Too bad I'm not in the mood for guests, Cetus. Shall I wager a guess as to why you've come? Your world was also visited by one of Nerva's vessels, and he ratted me out.
Yes, he did. Baphomet, this one's for you.
Naturally, the Marshal of the Bladerites can't have me running around. I'm the one who called Nerva the first time. So, now you're here to slay me for the greater good. Oh, what have you? I'm tired of it.
Sadis, you can block that, right?
Justice always sounds prettier than it really is.
Justice is such a subjective term.
It
So
rather suits
ill-defined.
You've always been just talk. Grand dreams and no substance.
You're being kind of mean, Maisha.
Right? Well, Cetus? Am I talking to myself?
Right now, you kind of are.
Fine. Wouldn't be the first time you were a disappointment, you pathetic excuse for a night. What point was there coming all this way? You can't kill me, and you know it.
I think he can.
If you were going to make a show of the law, you could have at least brought the guild swords. Coward.
Did he not? I thought he did.
I have no words to counter you. I am a coward, and a poor marshal. Not just in my failure to stop you, but also as a leader since.
You've been doing a great job as a leader.
But there is one thing I can say with certainty. I do not need the swords of truth or lies. I am not here to be a hero or fight for justice.
I beg your pardon?
I'm sorry for the delay for this episode, YouTube people, but it was basically Arlecchino week in Genshin.
All I wish is to end this tragedy. The wounds of my heart run deep yet,
I've been waiting for
Maisha.
this, though. I've been anticipating it.
What
This is the
utter
moment I've been building up
nonsense.
for.
What are you really here for, Cetus?
Oh, if only I had the courage to voice these feelings plainly. I've never been one for words, have I? Eleanor and Nicola have teased me relentlessly. You yourself used to chide me for it. But I will endeavor nonetheless.
Triumphant music.
Somehow, some way, I will convey my heart to you.
Shadowverse.
I think that's a little bit better.
Your heart?
Not as a marshal or a knight, but as one clumsy man who has missed you dearly.
The power of love. You don't need truth and lies. Also, why are the swords that the Bladerites protect the sword of truth and lies? Why couldn't it be like the sword of the sun and moon or something? Which there was a sword of sun and moon. Leod had the one of the moon. Blade Right had one of the sun, I think.
I don't need your pity.
I think we can work with this. This is gonna be a cheaty fight?
A hero has to sacrifice everything
Yes.
holding them back. Let me share my sorrow.
Yes, it is.
I am here for you. I will convey my heart to you.
Why did it have to be you?
Veil of Sorrow. At the start of your turn, banish all enemy followers with the following effect. Can't attack. If any followers are banished from this effect, deal 4 damage to the enemy leader. At the end of your turn, give 2 random enemy followers the following effect. Can't attack. If it's a turn you are able to evolve and only 1 enemy follower is given this effect, deal 2 damage to the enemy leader. If there's no followers given this, that's a lot. Whenever an allied follower comes into play, give it rush. When an allied follower with the following effect is returned to your hand, banish 3 random cards from your opponent's deck and restore 1 to... Oh, we're gonna mill her out. Can't attack. At the end of your turn, return an enemy follower with the following effect to your hand. Can't attack. If at least 4 cards were played this turn, return 2 allied followers instead. Alright.
Hi, I'm your new handler. I'll help.
Okay. It's gonna get can't
I don't
attack
wanna
unless she
see
just
anyone
destroys it
hurt.
here. Let's just...
I should have expected this.
Alright.
I wander the space between colors. Shine white, my blade.
We could storm, but we could save that for a later turn. So let's just smiting.
You should go.
Hi, I'm your new handler.
We'll just keep playing this. We're gonna keep bouncing stuff. We're gonna get our fanfare count up to 10.
Observe you again. I don't want to see anyone hurt.
Or our left play count, I should say.
I should have expected this. I wasn't done observing.
We're gonna keep milling ya.
This revolver is my prince.
All magic guns can be kind of
I just noticed she has 99 health!
You poor.
Holy shit!
Let's finish this with a
I
bang.
don't deserve to be saved.
We literally have to mill her out. The fuck? We're not storming. Fuck me.
Maintenance. Stat.
Gotta clean up my shop.
Hi, I'm your new handler. I'll help.
I just need to keep clearing her board and milling her out. 19 cards to go.
All magic guns can be kind of finicky.
This shows how much attention I pay. I brought a burn dick to a person with 99 life. Oh, God. Fuck me.
Who needs a barking this time? It's justice. Paw hammer. Paw hammer. I shall not grieve.
Gotta clean up my shop.
Let's play. Yeah.
Booting program.
angelic salvation.
That's not good.
I return to observe you again. Hey, let's play.
Why do I have two different arts for nature's guidance?
Hey, let's play. I wasn't done observing.
I think we need to get this mill plan going.
Judgment is paramount to order.
By the trumpet sound, we do decree. I shall reveal your inner light. Please, oh please, call for me.
It'll take more than that.
Summon 3 treasure 5s. They have rush. They're 1/1s. This is the play, though.
What is it you desire?
This is so irritating.
Unable to compute.
I shall not grieve.
Alright, 9 cards left.
I don't
This is getting
wanna
kind of
see
scary,
anyone
though. She has a lot of play points.
Unyielding, unwavering, undying.
And I'm running out of tricks. Excuse me, what is that? Ward. Merciful Knight into your hand. Subtract. Can reduce damage to FX from 0. Can't be destroyed or banished by effects. Oh. I'm dead.
Hi, I'm your new handler. Hey, let's play. Yeah!
I will not break.
All magic guns can be kind of finicky.
Unyielding,
Another one?
unwavering, undying.
Boy, am I out of
Intercept.
answers.
How could you oppose me?
Oh, she's a beaut.
Yeah, Timmy
I
fish.
should have expected this.
Hey, let's play.
Gotta clean up my shop.
I played that out of order.
Yeah!
I have
Let's
used
do this.
0 of my EP.
I'm so sparkly.
At the end of your turn, return a random follower to your hand.
Yeah! It's
I failed
Ass.
you again.
Okay. Now we know what to do. Do I have my life gain deck? Let's try the Greenwood Guardians. Let's see if they can do anything. I thought I had a life gain deck. I'll probably make that unlimited fairies deck at some point. We need to stall. We need to go wide and stall.
I want to tell you how I feel.
90 It was covered by her hand. That's why I didn't notice.
I am here for you. I will convey my heart to you.
A hero has to sacrifice everything holding them back. Let me share my sorrow. Why did it have to be you?
Alright. Intertwined Resolve.
We're just getting started. Let's play.
Starting off by going to...
I don't want to see anyone hurt.
Now if we can play 4 cards this turn. Or just remove.
I should have expected this.
Alright.
It'll take more than that.
3
Magic
cards.
guns can be kind of finicky.
Do I have life gain in this deck? I do not know.
You have no right to tread here.
Let's play.
Gotta clean up my shop.
Yeah.
Judgment is paramount to order.
By the trumpet sound, we do
All right.
agree.
I do love that the AI is going easy on me. They could just,
This'll get
stop
me
me
to
from
stop
winning by
shooting
destroying
your
my
heart.
creatures.
It'll take more than that.
You have no right to tread here.
Gobby's feeling hungry.
Away with you! Even should I fall.
Let's do this.
Armor weapons more. I like. Give me that. I like. Give me that.
This is so irritating.
I don't think we can win.
I don't want to see anyone hurt.
They just have too much damage.
Kind of finicky.
It'll take more than that.
Accelerate, draw 1 card.
You have no right to tread here.
I'm going on ahead.
You have no right to tread here. What is it you desire? Away with you!
No, we can't win.
This.
This is my loss.
Oh, we just can't win. Alright. Plan B. I could have sworn I had a fairy deck at one point. Did I? I took it apart. I don't remember why. We're gonna have to do that now. Let's quickly make a fairy deck. New. Alright. Fairy. Now, if I remember correctly, there is a card I had copies of that is very good for this. Miasma. She is our win. Where's Brilliant Fairy? I don't need Brilliant Fairy. Where's that one that heals me? Is it you? Restore 2 defense to your leader. No, it's not you. Fairy Slayer. Whispering when a Fairy Wisp or Fairy... Alright, this is the one we want. Faefolk Sage. Play a card that originally costs 1 play point or less to draw a card. That's card draw. A fairy into your hand, give it the following effects. Fanfare, evolve this follower at the end of your turn. Return this card to your hand. Sylvan Justice is good removal. Corrosive Thorns. Summon a fairy of at least 2 other cards to play this turn. Give all allied for clash. Deal 1 damage to the enemy follower. Tree of Wonders. Fusion Fairies. At the end of your turn, activate one of the following effects. Tree of Wonders is good. Bouquet Fairy. 2. Enhance summon a fairy. Evolve, return a follower to your hand. Banish enemy follower. Do it only if there's 2 cards in play. Let's try Fairies plural. Fairies into your hand. Any turn Great Trees are in. Draw a card. Guidance of the Wise. 2 fairies in your hand. At least 10 Forestcraft followers left. Play this match. Restore 1 different cover a play point. That's pretty good. Fairy Dragon. Ward Fanfare. Add X to this follower to X. The number of allied fairies that have been destroyed this match. Summon 2 fairies. Evolve them. Whenever a fairy comes into play, deal 1 damage to the enemy leader. Restore 1 to your leader. And that could work. Give another unevolved Forestcraft. Fairy Officer for 2 fairies, then deal X damage to the enemy follower. X equals the number of fairies in your hand. Fairy Menhir. Countdown 3. Summon 2 fairies. At the end of your turn, give 1/1 to all allied fairies. Fairy Wisp into your hand. Put fairies in your hand is full. Give 1/1 to an allied follower. If at least 2 other cards are played this turn, give 1/1 and storm to all allied fairies. Wily Puck. End of your turn, put a fairy into your hand. Got Crystallize 1. Fairy Assault. Summon 4 fairies, give them rush. That could be good. Intertwined Resolve is good. 2 fairies into your hand, summon 2 Deepwood Wolves. Two for 2. Fairy Whisperer. Put a fairy into your hand. Deal X damage to the enemy follower. X the number of fairies in your hand. That could matter. Let's just get some ward up in here. Strategic Assembly. Give a random ally +1/+0 at the end of your turn. Give a random ally follower no card text ward. Gain 1/1 ward if there are 2 other cards played this turn. The Greenwood Guardians are good, but we're not playing a full Greenwood deck. Or return another allied follower amulet to hand. If it's a Machina card, draw a card. Lazy Sloth. Fluffy Angel is a godsend. Calyx Doctor Ward, enhance, find, summon, Blossom Tree, and evolve it. I just want some Ward. Elf Queen, or draw a card, deal 1 damage to a random follower. That could batter. Blossom Treant. Astereth. Ward, if at least 2 other cards were played this turn, evolve. Ward Strike. That's really good. You know, good old Archangel Evocation has never steered me wrong. Tower Root Giant might be good. What about Mountain Gigas? Hiker Gigas? Mecha Wing Angel? Goddess of Rebirth? Maybe just store? Because we want to just stall. Miracle Harvest, summon a fairy of at least 5 allied fortress, so play this magic, evolve it, then 10. Left play, restore 2 defense to your leader, draw a card. Blade Bunny. Legendary Tome. Floral Breeze. This could get our card count up. Or let's put one of those in. All right. Turtle Fairy, let's go. I think that we can do this now. We have built a deck specifically for this one boss fight. Oops. the white world. There is nothing here. Alright. Turtle Fairy, go! Alright. 3rd time's the charm. Entropy's Vanquisher.
I want to tell you how I feel.
I don't need your pity.
I am here for you. I will convey my heart to you.
A hero has to sacrifice everything holding them back. Let me share my
We're going second this time, I think. Oh no, we're going first. Alright. Summon Fairy.
Let's play.
Why did it have to be you?
I would have liked to have a fairy fuse to this, but I don't.
I wander the space between colors.
Yeah, Intermission!
You should go.
Hey, let's play! Hey, let's play!
Alright.
Shine white, my blade.
I shall
We wanna
reveal
mill her
your
out.
inner light.
Alright. Whenever we put a fairy in. Don't have any damage here. So this is actually the best
Mankind's
play, because this will get
hatred is a
rushed
curse.
from the Cetus Amulet.
Wither.
You can do damage
I
here.
shall not grieve.
Hey, let's play!
24 cards left.
Judgment is paramount to order.
I don't
We
want
just
to
have to
see
kill a
anyone
7/4 and a 5/2.
to be safe.
Okay, that kills you.
I should have expected this.
Play the fairy. This will be our play next turn. So let's just play. This.
Only man would try ranking life.
Let's do this!
I misplayed.
You humans, pride.
I should have just played the Fluffy Angel.
What is it you desire?
Oh, I should have played the Fluffy Angel.
I shall reveal
Or
your
just a bunch
inner
of fairies.
This revolver is my prince. You poor thing. Let's finish this with a bang.
It'll take more than that!
That means we don't get to exile cards this turn. Fairy Slugger.
Acorns flying out of the woods! Now's a chance for a grand slam! Hey, let's play! Now's a chance for a grand slam! Hey, let's play! Now's a chance for a grand slam!
Now it begins!
You.
Oh, Spark! Yeah!
Maintenance. Stat.
Hey, let's play! Yeah! Now's a chance for a grand slam!
I shall not grieve.
Okay, we're back up to 16. We're gonna get 2 cant
All magic
attacks.
guns can be kind of finicky. All magic guns can be kind of finicky.
Now we gotta play 4 cards this turn. Which is gonna be hard.
Hey, let's play! Now's a chance for a grand slam!
Let's kill you.
Gotta clean up my shop.
Hey, let's play! Now's a chance for a grand slam!
Gotta clean up my shop.
Mankind's hatred is a curse. Wither.
And then we'll end off with the Fluffy Angel.
Give me all the fluffy hugs!
And we can actually even remove, because it'll live. Alright, now we're doing. Now we're cooking with gas. Absolute chastity.
I shall reveal your inner light.
All magic guns can
That
be
feels
kind of
bad.
finicky.
Please, oh please, call for
How
me.
could you oppose me?
Okay.
Mortals shall learn to be innocent.
Do I have a way out of this? I think we have to play
Hey,
this.
let's play.
indulgence lies lust.
I shall not grieve.
It'll take more than that.
We're gonna have to do another fairy slugger turn. We could follow up with the blast fairy.
It'll take more than that.
I'll send those acorns flying out of the woods! Now's a chance for a grand slam!
Quit while you're ahead, loser!
There was no escape. Spirits, hear me. The sweat of your toil will bear fruit.
Hey, let's play! Now's a chance for a grand slam!
Feels bad.
There was no escape.
Gotta clean up my shop.
Spread forth.
I wander the space between colors.
Alright.
I don't want to see anyone hurt.
Chastity quells
Unless they kill us this turn, we win.
Goodbye.
Alright. We did it.
Shall learn to be innocent.
It'll take more than that.
Hey, let's play!
Spirits, hear me.
Hey, let's play! Yeah! Ep... Yeah! Ep...
I'm just doing memes at this point. Just kill that.
In
Hey,
indulgence
let's play!
lies
Hey,
lust.
let's play! Hey, let's play! Yeah!
You should go.
Yeah! Yeah! Ep...
Perfect clear.
I should
Hey,
have expected.
let's play!
Alright, we win.
Leave me alone!
The flawless victory. Perfect. 0 damage dealt.
I promise I'll reach your heart.
That was a really cool and interesting mechanic. I like that boss fight.
Good morning, Maisha. You're here early.
I'm hoping to start strong as the new Undermarshal. I was thinking last night what I could do to help. I figured I'd zip over and tidy things up a bit before everyone got here. But I might ask what you're doing here so early. You look exhausted.
Ah, yes,
She looks better with
stayed
glasses.
the night.
I have
We had
total
some
bias
trouble
in
come
saying
up during
that.
the watch, and it was already late by the time I finished.
You didn't go home?
The gondolas don't run in the dark, and I had some reports to file anyhow. I got stuck thinking what to write, and next I knew it was morning. Ah, I wish I had your eloquence.
What? My eloquence? Oh, Cetus, do you really mean it? Me, eloquent?
Yes. You certainly have a way of making words yours.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm flattered. You know I've always been best at clerical work. Physical jobs, on the other hand. But not to worry. The drill master says I've improved leaps and bounds. A little more tenacity, and I'll be ready to take on the Counter
Solari.
The Counter Solari? Cetus! Cetus! There's an assassin!
Glad you're awake. How are you feeling?
What are you playing at?
Pardon the clumsy first aid. The doctors don't work that late. especially not for a counter-Solari assassin. I didn't know where else to bring you, so I patched you up myself. Why did you try to take on such a large force alone?
None of your business. Why did you heal me? The Guild's agreement gives you no such obligations.
He's just a nice guy. Let him do this.
Perhaps not. But though our affiliations conflict, I do not wish to see life lost. Formalities aside, I was afraid what would happen otherwise. I couldn't bear to leave you to your death. I am far too weak to shoulder something so cruel.
Leon, I miss Leon. I have to admit it. I do admit I miss Leon.
You're not getting coin or intel from me, if that's what you're after.
I don't think they're after anything. I think Cetus just did this as a good person.
It is not. I stopped you from completing your mission, and that is enough for me. Now, I'd advise you to return to your guild hall.
How many of y'all will just leave someone bleeding out on the street if you saw them?
I can't imagine you enjoy the Blade Right's company, and the others will start arriving soon. If they see you, then what happens next is out of my hands. And I would rather not get Leon involved.
Cetus Law, I will remember this.
Why do you say it like that?
At last, I can get some sleep.
If I may ask, what was that about?
I don't know. I ran into her on my patrol last night, about to kill a target. That's the sole exception to our non-interference. The Blade Rights may intervene if we catch a counter-Solari assassin in the act. This time, it seems they were after a loan shark. He fled after she got his guards, and I fortunately was able to catch up. The rest is as you heard. She was severely injured, so I snuck her in here to treat her wounds.
And stayed around filing reports to keep an eye on her.
Yes, I wrote one about a run-in with the assassin who got away, and another about the loan shark. With the evidence Counter-Solari had, we should be able to apprehend him peacefully within the day. I'm sorry to drag you into this, Maisha, but I would greatly
you're a real
appreciate
gem.
some help.
Never change, Cetus.
Not to worry, I'm happy to lend a hand. You keep things busy, yes, but I know by now you keep yourself the busiest of all. Though I will say, first me, and now the assassin? You're quite the ladies' man, aren't you?
Oh, Maisha, please. I just get so scared, worrying what could happen. I can't leave people on their own.
I'd call that stubborn, not scared.
Fair.
Cowardice is running from your problems. Denial is putting them off. But taking a stand? That's stubborn.
That's a fair argument.
Neither
I agree.
she nor I asked for help. But you stuck your nose in anyway. Not just anyone can pull that off, you know.
That doesn't sound like a compliment.
It does sound like a compliment to me. I'll take it.
It doesn't. I suppose the interpretation's up to you, but I will say one more thing. You are a knight. So your determination to spare life, regardless of circumstance, it makes me wonder what could happen if duty compelled you otherwise.
This is the first subtle hint we've gotten about anything from her ill intentions. She's a great character. I think she was executed poorly, specifically in the Asunia arc. If we got more scenes like this during Asunia, I probably would have actually thought the arc was better overall. I did like it overall. I just felt that as a twist villain, she was terrible.
Given how painstakingly you avoid having to do the deed, it almost feels like it'd be an honor to die by your hand.
Fuck, more foreshadowing.
Again.
If we had seen this then, that would have been foreshadowing. This is retroactive foreshadowing, also known as shadowing.
But that's not to say...
You haven't eaten, haven't you?
And on that note, I'll go make you some breakfast. So you hurry and knock out your reports. Under Marshal's orders, you're getting fed whether you protest or not.
Thank you. I'm sorry for all the trouble. There's just something about you, Maisha. With someone as reliable as you at the helm, I'm certain our future will be bright. It was wishful thinking on my part. My life went on without her. The Order of Bladerights has done better than ever before.
Because you were always a good leader.
Isunia was restored, and each day begins with the gentle shimmer of dew. No life deserves to be taken, but I must admit that no matter how monumental the loss is, the world moves on. The people left get back up, stronger than before. And even so, I cannot help but wish.
Die! 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 Stop getting in my way! Stop ruining all my plans! If you really love me, then please just...
If you love something, set it free. If you go on a journey into infinite space to find it again, that is true love.
I had a feeling you could
Or
tell,
obsession, I'm not sure.
but it's embarrassing to hear nonetheless. If I may, though. I am not so naive as the lovesick man you once knew.
Oh, excellent. Even you hate me now? I can't say I'm surprised, though. It was never really me you loved, was it? No, you were so caught up in your own fantasies, you were blind to all the wicked deeds I did.
Well, to be fair, he didn't know anything about you from before you were in Isunia, so that's not fair.
Yes, I realized as much myself.
Huh?
You committed atrocities untold. The aftermath still lingers, and the lives you took, they'll never return. I saw you for who you really are. But no matter how hard I tried, my feelings for you didn't change.
You're talking about now? Are you talking about the present?
I wanted to hate you. I had so many reasons to, but I couldn't bring myself to do it.
I don't blame you. Literally, she has almost, from the storytelling perspective, she was just a genuine nice person who literally on one day tried to bring about the end of the world and got killed in that same day. So it's like judging the wealth of one's lifetime off one bad day. It feels really wrong to hate someone over that. It's gonna make you ponder, what if? What if? What if?
As I repaired the
What if that
damage
one
you
bad day
did,
didn't happen?
As I helped the people you robbed of homes and families, I asked myself 1,000 times, why? Why couldn't I get you out of my head? Why couldn't I call my love misplaced and move on?
That's the other thing you would ask a lot, is a lot of whys.
It
Why
was
couldn't?
misplaced. There you have it, straight from the source. Now accept you were wrong and give up on me.
Actually, the source would be whoever governs love, not you, Maisha.
You are a pure fool without an idea of what love is. And
What is love?
was it
No,
I know.
I'm not going there.
At the time, I didn't understand my own heart.
well, now you have your answer. Isn't that enough?
No. You see, Maisha, I was the one fooling myself all along.
What is that supposed to mean?
That is a good question. Elaborate.
Stop, Maisha. What do you hope to get out of this?
You aren't surprised, are you? Seeing me like this?
I don't know your reasons, and I don't want to hear them. So that's enough!
Enough! Why, I can't say I think so.
What do you hope to get at? You just said you wanted a reason.
It was a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cetus, but now it's time to say farewell.
As Isunia burned, I was scared to confront you. Not for my safety, but because a tiny part of me was terrified I'd see a monster in your skin. If there's someone who has to take responsibility, it's me. As a member of the Order of Bladerights, and as Cetus Law.
You know, we don't see a lot of other beast people in Isunia. Are we ever going to get a plot twist that he's actually from Natera or something?
I'm Cetus Law of the Order of Bladerights. I'll take you down, Rebel, and stand here as the new Guild Marshal. I wasn't sure I'd make the right decision. Would justice be your death, or redemption? My heart screamed to save you, but my mind, my responsibilities, they pushed me to take the easy way out.
Yeah, like, we didn't have to kill her. There were a lot of other options on the table.
Cetus. Good night.
Good night, Aisha. And dream in peace. Dream in peace. What a cowardly thing to say.
A little late to be saying that now, isn't it?
Also, does she still have the Nerva collar thing going?
I want
I gave
to
that.
do
That's worth
better.
mentioning, I guess.
Huh?
I want to hear your side of the story. What you're fighting for, and why things came to this. I'm not scared anymore. I want to know the real you. Maisha, how I have regretted what I did that day. For refusing to listen to myself, or your struggles.
Yeah, it just shows a lot of the holes in the writing of the Isunia plotline. We really knew nothing about her because she was not fleshed out enough. Literally, is she just twist villained?
I'm here because I want to save you. I don't care what the Marshal should
At least the
do.
story got better.
I, Cetus
The writing
Law,
improved over time.
love you.
A lot of people say
And
that
I want to
Natera
see
was
you
where it got
smile
real good.
again.
But personally, I think it got amazing. Isunia was passable, and I actually do think the Morningstar storyline was actually better written than Isunia. A lot of people told me Isunia is
No
where the
more
story got
fighting.
good. But personally, the story was good from the beginning, and Isunia was a step down. It picked back up with our boy Baphomet, though. Love that guy.
You idiot! Have you lost your mind?
I don't think he ever had it, Maisha.
Perhaps.
Do you realize the stakes here? I'm on the cusp of destroying a world.
I'm not here to save it. I'm here for you, Maisha. Just you.
And you think I'm going to lay down my weapon for some cheap flattery?
I mean, he asked a question. You don't have to answer it, but he wants to know.
Ideally.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you then. I've never had the heart people do.
That's not true.
Yeah, you're gonna need some evidence for that.
Though you have committed unspeakable crimes, you are not heartless. It wasn't all a lie. The days we shared are proof of that. I saw genuine smiles. You upheld justice as a Bladeright too.
No.
You had a life before you threw it away.
What does it mean to be a bad person? Can a criminal have no redeeming qualities? Does it negate all the good they've done?
See, speaking the truth here, Cetus. I'm with you all the way.
It would make justice so much easier, but people are never that simple.
There is always a redeeming quality. Always a silver lining. Good and evil are just terms.
Cetus, stop.
Maisha, do you remember When you were appointed Under Marshal, we all went to the tavern to celebrate.
To be fair, in hindsight, we do know that you got that position because you murdered the current Marshal secretly.
The others started showing off party tricks and called you over to help. And then you blew us all away with the most sincere, passionate performance.
Cetus! Just leave me alone.
Performance of what,
Please.
though?
I don't need happiness or companionship. I really don't.
You know, Counter Solari needs a leader. If we do redeem her, there's a place for her in Estonia still.
I couldn't possibly accept it all. Not when Nerva, my savior, has nothing. Where is the fairness in that? No one treats her like a person. No one else has ever tried to save her from the rubble, or give her a happy new life.
Oh boy, I actually have answers to this because we've actually seen her backstory now. Someone has, Maisha. You're not that person. The person Nerva's looking for is Asher.
No matter how tempting it all is, I can't accept it, Cetus. A hero must fight on, no matter what they must sacrifice.
There we go. Resonance with sorrow.
What is this wave of emotion?
Sorrow. Sorrow is what connects me with Nerva. I'll kill you, and the regret will bring me that much closer to her. So despair. Choke on your sobs, knowing you failed Estonia, and that your power will be used to save your greatest foe.
If nothing else, I'm glad to know you would regret killing me.
Damn, he called her out.
Why? Why didn't the resonance work? You left behind everything for love, and it still wasn't enough to reach me. You should be on your knees grieving, mourning your miserable fate. Or else, I can't... I can't move on, Cetus!
He's come to terms with it. He's no longer a
You are
coward.
my joy, Maisha.
Also, why did Baphomet get the power of joy from Nerva? just want to throw that back for a second.
There can be no greater sorrow than what I felt when I struck you down in Estonia. I was haunted day and night by the thought I had killed the love of my life.
I mean, you did. She's been resurrected because she data something Nerva power. I don't get it. I do get it, but it's hard to explain.
But you are here. It's like a miracle to speak with you again. Just seeing you has dried my tears. I will not deny your love for Nerva. All you want is to make her happy and tell her how much she's meant to you. I understand. I understand so well.
You are to Cetus what Nerva is to you.
And that is why I intervene. Because I feel that way for you.
Cetus backing me up. You the man.
I want you to be
Lion
happy.
thing.
I can't watch as Nerva uses your gratitude to manipulate you, without any intention of returning your feelings.
You mean like Maisha's doing to you, Cetus?
I don't care
it
if
goes
she's
both
an
ways.
all-powerful deity. I love you more.
Ooh. He said it.
I love you more than anyone.
I love you
So
3,000.
please, accept my feelings.
Okay, she about to go crazy mode, isn't she? 'Cause the music stopped.
Why are you so stubborn, Cetus?
Ooh, ooh, ooh! Damn it! I don't think I screen capped it in time. I'm gonna have to go back. That's a thumbnail for sure. Damn it. Next time.
Don't look at me. Just listen.
Yes.
I was just an expendable tool to all of them. In my home world, they used me until I broke. And then they threw me away. And that's when Nerva found me. But when she was done with me, she threw me away too.
Oh, you finally see that?
I wanted to show her that I was still useful. I tried to follow, but I landed in Asunia. And then you found me. There were so many times I wanted to give up and start a new life. But I'd already made up my mind. I had to pay Nerva back.
The broken vessel.
And for what? I could have stopped at any point and she wouldn't have known or cared. But I didn't. Maybe I wasn't born a person. But I'm the one who made myself a monster. If I ever had the right to a happy ending, I relinquished it myself with the unforgivable things I've done. I don't deserve to be saved.
I have yet to meet someone who I deem irredeemable.
I am no judge, Maisha. I will stay by your side forever. I will bear your sins with you through life's journey, through smiles and tears. Together, we can search for the dawn, our place in the sun. And whether we find it or not, we'll meet our ends with the same dream in our hearts. Ah.
Cetus? Cetus, you're...
It seems the time limit on the spell that brought me here is approaching. I can feel Isunia tugging me back.
I suppose that saves me the trouble of getting rid of you myself.
But you're coming with me, aren't you?
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna try not to cry, but I might still end up crying.
Huh?
Take my hand, and I'll pull you home with me. I'm not leaving you behind. Be ready, though, to face the consequences of your actions. It will be a long journey, recovering the life you once rejected.
Nerva's power has left me, and the sorrow is gone. So, I wonder why. I'm crying.
When did Nerva's power leave you? Did I miss something?
I see. Tears of sorrow are the only tears you know. But there's no harm in crying now. This warmth comes from tears of joy.
There's joy. Isunia definitely has joy.
Ah, this light.
What a warm feeling. The souls Maisha took are returning.
That must mean she's broken free from Nerva's sorrow, an unbeatable power, conquerable only from within. Someone must have reached her. And I have a feeling I know who.
You
A
would,
knight in
Rowan.
shining armor with a lion's heart.
Mom's back. I can feel her power.
I too can sense Kikage's blade return to his sheath.
You see that, Pops? You and Greats can't call me a deadbeat kid now.
It is finally over. I feel exhausted.
Is it time to celebrate? Is it party time?
What do you mean,
Or is it pizza
over?
time?
Aren't you forgetting something?
Am I?
Please, Seka. If you have noticed something amiss, do share.
Yeah, your senses are better than ours.
This isn't about senses, you idiots. Use your brains.
He made you thralls.
We still have to explain everything.
Huh?
Don't give me that look. No one else knows what happened. They're probably scared out of their minds.
Oh, that. Yeah, that's kind of a big deal.
This Velsar's always been peaceful, so they're not used to the entire world almost ending. We can't just leave them. They need support.
They do?
From
From
us,
us,
specific.
specifically.
I mean, you guys have some responsibility to at least tell them what happened.
The danger has passed. With time and reflection, so too will their worries.
Exactly. Get them a drink and some sleep, and they'll be fine.
If anything, Drock, you could probably take responsibility of this.
I cannot believe you three. Just because you're a little strong doesn't mean that...
Fuck it, we'll have Guido do it.
Seka?
No, it's just the dumb looks on your faces. It's good to have everyone back together.
That it is. Only in our trust for each
Why
other
did you just
could
jump
we
to the
find
foreground?
Velsar's
That
future.
startled me.
I'm glad to see you safe.
Cut it out, man. But I think I've got a good idea.
You?
Hey, I was just thinking, why don't we get everyone together for drinks? We can explain stuff and cheer people up.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
But first, I think the four of us deserve a little breather ourselves. You know, practice for the main event. Bats is gonna need a minute to figure out a complimentary cocktail menu, and someone's gotta taste test before we serve it to guests, right?
Hold on. You don't seriously expect me to cater for the entirety of Velsar, do you?
Do you?
And what exactly do you mean by complimentary?
Everyone deserves a free drink. The world ended yesterday.
I mean, you were all guilty about letting everyone get absorbed, right? And it'll be a good test run for our saloon. What's everyone else think?
I'm in. And Alizard, I want my drink extra sweet, but more mature than last time.
I'd like to try something with rice wine.
Ooh.
I'm quite fond of the taste, but not so much the price.
There you have it, barkeep. Oh, and I'm fine with whatever, long as we can settle which of us can put it down better.
Oof.
Whatever you say, Drock. As ridiculous as the plan sounds, you do have a way of keeping things lively.
Hope Greets is okay.
Shall we invite our world-hopping friends to the taste testing party?
Course! Hey, you two! Come here, we're gonna go hit the bar. Everything's on us, and trust me, you've gotta try Alizard's cocktails before you go. They're gonna be world famous.
Still think it's weird that out of all the people they chose to bring to this world, it was Rowan and Eris.
The blood and tears we shed are just as meaningful as the new world without them. They are all drops in the glass of life, flavors brought together as companions, however different their tastes may initially seem. Cheers to your happiness, Maisha LaForge.
Oh, he can tell. Alizard, you dog. Oh, we're going to Reveal now. That was just 2 chapters. And we've already killed an hour. Alright. Beginnings without end. Let's check in on my other favorite couple.
Well, ain't this as miraculous a day as the creation of all life?
Oh God. Yes. Yes.
Kaiser and Selena, man and wife. Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
I wish you all the happiness in the world.
Oh God. Why so glum, Vincent?
Thanks, y'all. I just hope she don't regret this.
Something we agree on. This marriage is off to a grand start already.
Congratulations!
That's not a good sign.
Well, ain't this as miraculous
Oh
a day
no!
as the creation of all life?
No! Don't fuck with me!
Miser and Selena, man and wife, congratulations.
Ah! No!
Congratulations!
No!
I wish you all the happiness in the world.
I'm sorry, Vincent. I understand your pain.
Lovely wedding. Shine your first go-around, though. What
Why
number do
not?
you suppose we're on now?
Oh, you both know.
Thanks, y'all. I just hope she don't regret this.
Something we agree on. This marriage is off to a grand start already.
Cruel to test an old man's memory. Anyways, what does it matter? Not like adding figures will bring us closer to the end. Nexus is running the show now, with the exception of you and I. The fine folk of Reveil are clockwork dolls, turning in the same circle dance for all eternity.
Probably because you guys are technically holding parts of a god. Makes sense, because it's a keeper's power. It makes sense you two would be immune.
Show certainly is one way to describe it. No matter how many endings we orchestrate, the hourglass flips, the curtains rise again, and we return to the beginning. Can't put a titan behind bars, so she traps us in time.
Oh boy.
Well, ain't this as miraculous a day as...
A never-ending nightmare, courtesy of Nexus of Serenity. I'd feel more serene sleeping in a coffin.
Real chance of that coming to pass. Never imagined a keeper could wield this much power. Nexus is only a tributary of Nerva, the river of death herself. But as you and I well know, this ship ain't sunk yet. We Titans can still burn the theater down.
Ah, yes. With the song of heaven and earth. Afraid our friends on the outside have yet to learn their parts. For now, we sit tight and wait for our cue.
You're awfully chipper for someone who knows how the song ends.
Only to make up for your sour disposition. What's got you so down, anyway? Any lower, and you'd have to look up at hell.
Not such a fun villain. I really find it surprising that they didn't end up being the big bad at the end of the story.
Our usual. Burdens of care.
To be fair, Icy was
Never meant
great.
for you to
Icy
get
was a
swept
great
up in
villain.
this.
Prosperity.
Sugar, I am far past the age of needing Papa to look after me. I do believe you have turned soft since Icy fell. Makes the thought of lodging a bullet in your bleeding heart quite enticing.
I could say the same of you.
Miser and Selena, man and...
Maybe I
Congratulations.
haven't turned soft so much as returned to a simpler version of myself. Everything was clearer back then. Back before I killed a man to become a Titan.
Really? I never thought to think about this. I thought that Floess's backstory for the Titans made plenty of sense. The fact that they're basically her descendants. I didn't think that there were more generational gaps. I guess they can die of old age?
Congratulations!
Icy has just been around the longest.
I wish you all the happiness in the world.
The end of happiness. Well, that didn't last long. Beginning without end. Well, here's the end.
Reveal, where the landscape was monotonous and the denizens anything but. We get a Sirocco that sweeps from horizon to horizon. It withered all the kindness in the earth, and in some of the men, too. But not all of them. Reveal was a place where rats, angels, lawmen, mercenaries, and vagabonds crawled, even soared from moment to moment. Now, it's a place of nothing. No force.
No force.
No order.
No order.
No prosperity. Only the lonesome tune of the Sirocco.
Hi, Nexus. How are you existing? You're effectively a clone of Lusaria at this point, if you think about it.
Nexus of Serenity hangs as a shadow in the sky, curled into herself like a child lost in a dream. Sometimes I wonder if I
There's
ain't
the
still
morning star.
wandering in a dreamscape. If dread hadn't crept into my mind like a disease and filled it with images of the townsfolk leaving and the Titans disappearing. You know, when faced with the possibility of failing the task ahead, madness don't seem so bad. But I gave my word, and in a world where reality holds no more weight than a song on the wind, words are all that's left to cling on to. This is our story. It's time the people of Reveal reclaim their narrative.
I will liberate you.
Timber!
Miser, thought I heard the luggage. What in blue blazes were you trying to do?
Sorry, Selena. I was rifling for something, and when I tried to reach for that carpet bag and back...
You brought all of creation down around your ears. What I get for letting the bull in the china shop.
I can be house-trained, I swear! I'll clean this right up. No distractions.
God, I
no...
love how funny these two are.
Eureka!
Guessing you found what you were looking for?
You betcha.
Baka
Never
Miser.
thought it'd be banging about with the pots and pans. Must have gotten mixed in
That's
during
an
the rush.
old short on the channel for those who remember. Because when we did our first run through Reveal, we did it before the dub came out.
Well, we got time now. What say the two
Or
of us
the
roll
EN,
up our
however you wanna
sleeves
call
and
it.
get to squaring things away?
And let the supper you made go cold? Not till a snowy
But
June.
we recorded both.
I'll
for
sort this mess out faster than you can say bon appetit.
No reason then to have the full EN on the channel.
Miser, all
Not
I
too many
want you
people
to do
play
is
through
slow
the story.
down. Don't worry about supper. I can always reheat it with Ignite.
Selena, you're so handy you could embroider a saddle for a hummingbird. If I tried to use Ignite to cook, we'd be eating ash and cinders.
Well, I've had a lot of practice lately.
Yeah, melting people into nothing.
Oh, that wouldn't be because work's been keeping me, would it?
Now, I'm not blaming you for anything. Even with Ashilindri gone, the town needs you. And I knew when I chose to marry you that your first priority is the people.
A half-baked lawman and an even doughier groom. I'm sorry I never found time for the ceremony. I really am.
Times are times. Anyway, I didn't much feel like getting married on the heels of disaster.
Nothing is as it should be. Ever since Nexus returned to Reveal and...
Dispatched our three strongest. Not, Vincent, and Ilgano. They went down fighting, though. Laid Nerva out like a doormat.
I just can't believe they're gone. The sheriff especially. Even for a Titan, he was always larger than life.
Yeah, he looks really fucking tall, like 9 feet Admiral of One Piece tall.
Do you regret not being there?
No, I would have been as much help to him as sand in his boots. No, I reckon I made the right choice.
Miser, I'll be getting in position to terminate Nexus. A hellspawn, I leave to you. I hereby confer unto you the prerogative to commission other deputies, not that you need it. You're one of the heroes who took down Ashilindrig. Any one of our officers would follow you to death's door.
It's an honor, Sheriff. I'll keep the fine folk of Revale safe come hell or high water. You just fix your mind on victory and returning home safe. Preferably in time to do the speech at our wedding.
I wonder how many times he's had to give that speech now.
I will be practicing my elocution. In the meantime, deputy, protect our town.
When I told the sheriff that I'd defend Revale, the worry in his eyes cleared up. Just a bit, but it was noticeable. My place is here, making sure our fighting men and women emerge from this nightmare with a home still standing. Well, that's today's mess cleared away. Let's say we go heat up that supper.
Alright. So now how do we deal with a god being
Boy,
controlled
I'm
by
stuffed
another
to the
god?
gills. Oh, the feasts of all the kings in all the worlds couldn't add up to one of your home-cooked meals, Selena.
Oh, please. Boiled leftovers is hardly a meal fit for a king.
It is when you're the one wielding the ladle. I sure am lucky to call you my bride.
Guess all this chatter means you're done eating. Hand me the silverware. I'll wash up.
No, let me.
Sit. You're half dead on your feet as is.
Yes'm.
I love me some good old married couple routine.
How was town? Did you get a chance to patrol after seeing off the folks from church?
Sure did. Train was right on schedule, by the by. Imagine Abbas and the kids are traversing foreign soil about now. Didn't find no stragglers in town neither. We're all that's left. Oh, and I fixed the grocer's roof.
You
Dust
fixed the
on your clothes
roof?
said as much. You are aware Nexus will be calling again. And you're just watering petunias before a wildfire?
Intention over results, Selena. When Granny Grocer's hip buckled, I promised I'd patch her leaky roof.
Oh my
And
god.
in a world like ours, if we break faith, what do we got left?
Yeah, but priorities, man. It's the end of the world. You could fix the leaky roof later.
Inspiring. I'd shed a tear if you paid your debts.
What about my last payday? I got you your money and then some. Earned a hero's bonus for toppling Shilindrig.
Good on you.
What kind of debts does he
Of
have?
course, I also believe the sheriff was inclined to be generous on account of,
On account of?
the,
Oh. You spent money on a ring, didn't you?
The kids must been having the time of their lives. Been trying to crawl on the train since the moment they left the cradle.
Miser, that segue was about as natural as a silk hat on a hog. But yes, I'm sure they're over the moon. Now that Shilindrig is gone, the economy's shifted. Train tickets still ain't cheap, but at least they stopped costing an arm and a leg.
Hair's all over the place.
I suppose rail travel will be as common as cornbread before the kids are much older.
And by the time they're grown, Revale will be a new town. Engines on every street, and old men grousing about the good old days when folks still used to wear the leather off their soles.
Kind of bittersweet, ain't it?
Times are
Imagining the
changing.
kids grown and flown.
What sort of adults do you reckon they'll become?
Man, as terrible as he was with that segue, he did manage to change the topic.
With the world this topsy-turvy, I couldn't even tell you what we're having for breakfast tomorrow. Though, if memory serves me right, one of them did say something about joining law.
Well, expect they'll be working under me then.
Keep patching roofs during patrol, and, you'll be working under her.
Ouch. Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
You know, there was a time not too long ago when I wondered if there'd be more deputies turned handyman. Crime was at an all-time low, and optimism at an all-time high. That was before Nexus came along.
Man, Nexus is efficient. I'll give her that. Shows up, wipes out the 3 Titans. They haven't mentioned the 4th Titans, Bunny and Baron, yet, so maybe they're still around?
We were so close, weren't we? Things were just starting to come together. Almost like the gods built us up to knock us down again.
Oh, right. The gods.
Come to think of it, I haven't heard your catchphrase lately. There ain't nothing up above?
Yeah, well... I suppose I haven't given much thought to the gods lately. What I mean to say is, I've stopped caring whether or not they exist.
Welcome to the world of agnosticism.
Spoken like a true sister of the faith.
I wasn't gonna call her out for it, Miser, but sure.
It's your fault, you know.
Mine?
I wanted to be your god, Miser. I wanted to grow so large I could bear your sins on one hand and forgiveness in the other. But then you took me in your arms and you made me feel not small, but protected.
Loved. Man, we're getting all the love stories out of the way. One after the other.
The thing about gods is you can never love them the way they love you. But you returned my love in kind. You turned me from a god to a woman.
I wonder how the story will set up. If Kratos' power can wipe out Nerva's from existence and causality, will we even get a... Will even the original vessel...
I never wanted you to be more than what you already are.
I hope everyone gets a happy ending that they deserve. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's just what I'm talking about. When I'm with you, I feel like I'm perfect. Love the here and now enough, and you stop being concerned with the hereafter.
You've grown, but in many ways, you still haven't changed.
And what about you? Still seeking grace in the clouds?
I don't know if there's any grace to be had from above. All I know is I don't need it no more. From here on out, I'll be building paradise with my own 2 hands, right here in Revale.
You're building more than that. You're fucking building roofs.
You can lean on me, Selena. I'm strong enough. And
I
if
remember
anything,
this scene.
Knowing what you've been through has made me stronger.
I don't remember it happening at this location, but I remember this
about
scene.
The load you've carried. It's my turn to protect you now. I made you a promise. I vowed to keep you safe. No more waiting to be saved. Any doubts or fears from here on out, we'll face together.
You've grown too, Miser.
Oh, well, I'm not so sure about that. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
Mm-hmm.
You might find it silly, but Selena, you've got more admirers than a pear orchard has yellow jackets.
Uh-huh. I figured.
What? Where's this coming from all of a sudden? I bet you couldn't even name one.
There's several fellers at the station, and half a Revale. Remember that tall drink of iced tea from town? Likely never lacked for a dancing partner.
Sounds like you were paying more notice to him than he was to me.
This ain't no joking matter.
Ain't it?
Ain't it?
You must reckon I'm exaggerating.
You always are.
But you're my bride. Can you blame me for being overprotective?
Little bit. I can blame you quite a bit. I don't care.
No, I suppose I can.
It's not like you own her.
But just worrying will get you nowhere.
I know. Folks are
I'm not the
always
type
saying
that
I gotta
gets
start
jealous
walking
very
belt buckle
easily.
First. And here's hoping this is a step in the right direction.
All right. It looks like I was right. My guess was correct. It looks like a ring.
A ring?
A belated engagement ring, to be exact. Figured the wedding ring should wait until we can choose them together. But I wanted something on your finger to...
To fend off the yellow jackets?
To fend off the yellow jackets.
Funny.
Guess I better thank my admirers then.
I meant to get you a ring forever ago, honest. That's why the sheriff was so generous with my bonus. But you know how work's been. Then Nexus had to roll in and rain on our wedding, and in the hubbub, I lost...
You lost the ring.
Oh my god, that's what he was trying to distract from. He lost the ring he spent his fucking bonus on. That's fucking hilarious. Baka miser.
Maybe.
Banging about with the pots and pans, was it?
Sorry.
Apology not accepted.
Apology not accepted.
Thanks, Say again?
Put the ring on my finger, and I might just change my mind.
Yes'm.
A perfect fan.
As if I would mistake anything when it comes to you. Well, more than I already have.
I was gonna say.
Thank you.
Truly.
I only regret I couldn't get it to you sooner.
Miser, it's time we laid down our regrets. The future we bear on our shoulders is heavy enough.
You're right. We'll need all our strength for the road ahead. But at the end of it, I see a Reveal that's more beautiful than we've ever known.
Alright. That's another chapter down. I might actually... No. I don't know. Maybe we won't do a special thumbnail for this, because it's going to be like the ending of the Velsar segment at the start of this.
Truth. The more you throw away, the farther you can ride.
Who's talking?
If you don't hope, you won't despair. If you don't love, you won't grieve. If you don't place any stock in life, then you're beyond the terror of the grave.
I don't recognize this voice.
Doubts, ethics, humanity. All sacrifices to be made on the altar of success. That's why I killed the man and became the Spectre. After all, when you have nothing left to lose, you have nothing left to fear.
Is this...
And everything to gain.
This is Baron? I don't remember their voice being this graspy.
I never planned for a miraculous resurrection. The man was supposed to stay buried in his grave until Reveal itself had returned to dust. But plans have a way of going awry, and things that are buried will seek out the light.
There we go.
Took barking up a few wrong trees, but we hunted down the information all right in the end. Running a few minutes late. Luckily Val here can outrace time itself.
What's the matter?
Bun. If you got grievances, air them out now. Once we're in the lion's den, it'll be too late.
Who'da thunk? Who'da thunk there'd be a drawer hidden under Not-Not's bed of all places?
What?
That's the point of hiding places, Bun. You don't think.
You didn't need to think anyways. You knew because of all your bedroom rendezvous.
Only to receive mission briefings.
Only? Sounds like hogwash to me.
My current association with Not-Not is pure business. Anything more that happened between us, that was before you and I got...
So there was something
Oh,
more.
God.
I knew it.
That's what you're upset about?
I'll make it up to you.
How?
We'll go shopping after this job.
So you can buy my forgiveness?
Oof.
I'll take you anywhere you like.
There's a reason why I already stated that my second favorite couple was Miser and Selena. Because these two. This is an entire... How do I put it? Travesty.
So you can escape your guilt?
I'll rent out Spurred On for just the
they're
two of
cute,
us.
but not that cute. They're fun. That is what I would like to describe this couple with. They are fun.
So we can drink our problems away? Wouldn't be just the two of us anyways. The barkeep will need an invite. Or did not teach you to fry gizzards too? Bear, your sorries hold as much water as crocodile tears. If you can't convince me you care, I'll find someone who can.
Listen, I've explained the Not situation. I could keep explaining until the moon goes blue from cold. It's still... Wait.
Something's happening. Nexus is here.
Break faster, will you? Maybe next time you can sling me clear over the horizon.
Have you found someone else?
Wouldn't you like to know? Two can play at keeping secrets. What would you do if I had found someone
How does she
else?
split her ponytail like that? I don't think I asked that at any point we've met the character previously, but I'm thinking about it now. Because I think about Amber from Genshin Impact. She has, like, the bow that looks like bunny ears. But that's her actual fucking hair.
I suppose I'd talk to him.
About?
Just want to talk to him. Just want to talk to him.
Where he'd like a new breathing hole.
God damn it.
Most folks would call that a threat, Bear.
Oh, I ain't most folks.
You upset?
I ain't.
Whatever greases your wheels, Hoss. Well, I got just the ditty to put the jingle back in your spurs.
Do you now?
Oh, the little song thing.
I don't have anyone else. Not now. Not ever.
That so?
Those spurs jingling yet?
What do you reckon?
Like cowbells in the evening.
Speaking of, we burned a lot of daylight. I'll need to drive like grease lightning to make up the time. You better hold on tight.
Also, why did you guys stop?
Only way to hold on, Bear. Is this it? We finally moving on to phase 2?
Almost. We got our information. Now we need a plan. Not gonna complain about how your trigger finger's itching?
Do you reckon we stand a chance against Nexus?
Oh,
We
they are
barely
still
scraped
around.
by the
Okay.
first fight with our hides
I
intact.
thought we were flashing
We
back.
had the Titans then.
I won't lie to you. Things look bad. But they look a lot better standing up than they do lying down. Lose your grit, and there's no tomorrow. That's just the way it is.
What's grit when you're up against the devil?
Is this the same girl who would charge hell with a single bullet and a bucket of water?
You know, I just realized. Since Isabel and Luna ended up in Asunia, Rowan and Eris ended up in Velsar. It pains me, but that means that we're going to end up with Erica. But luckily, she's a much better character, and I like her better now. So it's probably going to be Rowan, Erica, and... Or Rowan's just going to end up fighting Nexus mano-a-mano, for all we know. But it looks like Arisa and Erica are probably on their way here.
Oh.
Live or die. We'll do it together.
And if it's death, will you be able to make peace?
Well, first the devil will have to drag me kicking and screaming to the underworld. But once I see that there's no other way but down, then yeah, I suppose I will.
I used to dream of my grave. Now that I feel death breathing down my neck, it makes me sick.
Bunny.
I don't want to die. I don't know what changed. All I know is, even if I find myself glory-bound, I would shoot off my wings to get back to Earth. Let me ask you one more time, Bear. Can you really make peace with death?
I think you can, but it's not something everyone can do.
When you kill a person, you take away everything they've earned and everything they have to give. That's why kids are always the hardest. All that possibility turned into ghosts. With all that I've taken, I felt I had no right wanting.
But you feel differently now?
Well, I still don't know about right or wrong. I don't believe that kind of certainty is vouchsafed on Earth. But I know about want, 'cause you taught me. Bun, I want to grow old with you, as certain as the day is long. And hypocrisy or no, it's not a future I'm prepared to let Nexus take away.
Thanks for saying that, Bear. It's a relief to know it ain't just me quaking in my boots.
Embarrassing as it is to concede, I am fighting the urge to bolt even now.
You know what your thing is? Every time you discover even a twinge of feeling, you want to bury it like a dog with a bone.
That's true. But often, the way the world is, no matter how deep you stick your head in the dirt, the light will still find its way to you.
What are you going on about? You found religion in your old age?
No. I found love.
Like I said, their relationship is fun.
Once this Nexus hoorah is sorted, we're going shopping.
As often as you'd like.
We're gonna burn rubber over Dune and Hill.
As far as you'd like.
As far as you'd
We're
like.
gonna rent out Spurred On and Drink or Dry.
Us and the barkeep.
Yeah, we always invite the barkeep.
There are a million shades of light just over the horizon, and I want to see them all with you.
The sunrise tomorrow, the next day, and all the days after that. It's ours for the taking, Bun.
Guess we really are a pair of no-good true
I love
blue
this
bandits.
musical theme.
Always wanting more.
Reckon that's just part of living.
Living sure is sweet then. Wouldn't mind doing a lot more of it.
Then it's high time we reclaimed our town from Nexus. 'Cause we got a future worth fighting for.
Darn tootin' Bear.
Let's get
everything back.
Alright, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, but we'll be resuming as soon as I get back. One of the drawbacks of drinking as much water as I do is you do have to go to the bathroom every now and then. Okay. Chapter 21. Tomorrow was stolen from us. The river of time flows backwards. Is it a bug? Did I accidentally click no voices? Enable voice. No, there's just no voice here. The river of time flows backwards. Nexus is awakened from her airless chamber at the bottom of the sea. New life breathed into her. The tides carry her back to the shores of Reveal. On desert sands, it still feels as if the sea is within her, the cavity of her chest pulsing with turbulent waves. She regards these waves and sees reflected back memories. Memories of defeat, memories of humiliation, memories of plunging from impossible heights, toppled by spontaneous miracle. The sky of her mind turns red. Nexus comprehends that she was reborn at the hands of Nerva, and that by those same hands she was transfigured into a vessel of fury. Reveal was offered the gift of serenity, and Reveal refused. This time she will arrive bearing fury in one hand and vengeance in the other. There it is.
Reveal, fools, ingrates. Thou hast chosen war over serenity. So be it. Let not sleep but dust veil thy deadly eye. Be not carried to rest by visions fair. but hounded to the grave by violence and despair.
This invasion has no purpose and therefore no end. Billows of wrath fed by a bottomless sea. And yet, a single figure rises to meet the incalculable wave.
I know thy face.
Reveal just woke from a long nightmare. You are not putting us back under again.
The shadow of a shadow, neither human nor wretch. In the fires of war, thou wert made a titan. In the fires of war, be unmade again.
Have enough fire for 3 titans?
Can't say I take kindly to snakes in my garden, unless they're feeding the worms.
God, I love how she talks.
Thy wounds be healed. Reveal was finally starting to rebuild. Then you had to ride roughshod over our progress.
The Titans 3. Force. Order.
Prosperity.
Prosperity.
Uh-oh.
Gracious.
Shards. Remnants of stagnation. Ministers of the one I hate. Lend thy vision to her sightless eyes, that she may see her home fall to ruin. From thy living orb issue forth ghostly tears, that she may grieve from beyond the grave.
I adore the snap in your garters, hun, but the music don't play till all the dancers are assembled.
That arrow.
Hold it, Nexus.
Yeah!
Whether body or not,
Woohoo!
you won't have the blood of an entire world on Losaria's hands.
Fate's bullet, of course.
It is a really odd. Losaria is still on your world, right?
Arisa? Why have you returned to Reveal?
I sensed the presence of another keeper, Nerva, and rushed over to help. If you'll have me, that is.
I'm always happy to add another girl to the line dance, especially when they're pretty and have light feet.
Normally, I'd say it's the act of a fool to place one's faith in a savior from another world. But I've seen what you can do, and my eyes are as sound as my word.
I only just found my home again. Please, Arisa. Help me save it.
Why do you think I'm here? Your home is my home too.
Feckless, witless, hopeless. The bullet of fate has run its course.
Here comes the cavalry.
So I wonder where... Does that mean that Erica is just somewhere else?
I must say, it
Or are
ain't
the
a
devs
pleasure
acknowledging that
dancing
Erica
with
is,
all
like,
these
the
shades
worst?
underfoot.
At this rate, there will be rain and Reveal before we gun down Nexus. I have Deputy Miser holding down the fort, but time is still a valuable resource.
Then I will draw the shades away and give you a clear path to Nexus.
Sounds like a plan. As soon as Nexus is down, we'll come back for you. Promise.
I'll be waiting, friends. I am a wretch, a monster, and a sinner. That is how I have lived. But it is not how I will die. There is redemption waiting for me.
and it lies with the future of Reveil.
All right.
Nexus!
So
Fate's
weird.
bullet, thou hast killed Nexus of Serenity. In her place, Nerva hath raised a vessel of fury. Thou livest by a miracle, now thou shalt die by a curse.
On your toes, everyone! Nexus is stronger than ever before!
Courtesy of this Nerva, I suppose. Luckily for you two, I'm in a generous mood myself. Thy magic overfloweth. Thou
Yeah.
art my hands, host of my power.
Whoa. Overfloweth is right.
Yeah.
Music to my ears, Sheriff. Keep singing, and I may just let you have the killing blow.
Can't let me have what's already mine, not.
What art thou but shadows of a ghost? Wouldst thou rise where thy master fell?
This one's a lively stepper.
My breath becometh flame!
Senseless, worthless.
Are we even scratching the surface of her?
How's this for worthless?
Gracious. Finding it hard to breathe, Shug.
I think that's one of my favorite spellings of Shug.
Not to worry. Won't be doing it for much longer.
Worthless. The words thou speakest, the deeds thou wouldst work, all.
Here's my chance. Far-flung traveler, carved from the distant past, come forth as verdant wind. Be our wings as we invoke thy name.
Ain't that a daisy?
This goes beyond normal magic, not. If I didn't know better, I'd say that in this moment, we were witnessing a miracle.
This moment. Miracle.
There we go.
Time we said our farewells, Keeper. Reveil is a town of law and order. We have no need for your serenity.
Reveil is a town of force, hun. Those who overstay their welcome wind up sleeping in a box.
I was expecting her to say Reveil is a force to be reckoned with. That would have been what I would have wrote.
And you'll be sleeping alone. No more terrorizing worlds, Nexus. This or any other. I can feel it. The branch from the Tree of Life. It's giving me power. Let's finish this! Ha!
The power of one god can defeat another.
The sparrow to slay the hawk, or the hawk the dragon. How came I to be butchered by worms?
Ooh. Here we go.
Come wrath, come ruin. Slay this miracle and birth one of thy own. What once was spun shall be unwound. What once was healed shall be unbound. In blood of time let grace be drowned.
What's happening?
I don't know.
And I don't care to find out.
Good response.
Hear me, enemies of serenity. With thy scorn, thou hast brought my wrath. There shall be a reckoning, and no miracle, no salvation.
No salvation?
What's happening? We're basically seeing events that happened in the past, so... The Morningstar's just gone.
Nexus, we're already saved.
Much as I'd like to start singing hymns and hallelujahs, I fear the devil has a grip on us yet. Arisa, Any idea as to how Nexus got herself resurrected?
I'd bet my last arrow Nerva was involved. The Nexus we just fought might have looked the same, but she felt like a completely different keeper.
Well, ladies, sounds like we gotta hunt down an adder's nest before the snake's out of hibernation. No rest for the wicked.
Tired, Sheriff? If you had sung your special song during the show, you might have bought yourself a rest.
Well, if you'd showed up to the fight with more firepower than a matchbox, I might not be needing a rest.
If you're tired, maybe I can help. My friend's grandma once said I give the best back rubs in the whole forest.
My friend's grandma.
I'll pass. Thank
I'll pass.
Why? Might be just the thing you need. You certainly have the joints of an old lady.
Laugh while you can, Nog.
I wasn't laughing, Vince. You're hearing things in your old age.
I'm really excited for Shadowverse Evolve when that comes out. Maybe we'll get to play that weird raid mode where you get to run around with Orisa.
Come on, you two, stop it.
Is this what was keeping you? More bickering?
Not at all.
We would never be so immature.
Of course. Only a child would fail to appreciate the gravity of the situation. We must hurry back to town at once.
You're meeting with the others to form a plan, right? Take me with you.
I would not impose again.
I'm part of this fight too. You're my friends, as much as Losaria is. And that means your home is my home as well.
Reset.
Interesting. The color drains from the world as blood from a cut corpse, and everything is as still as the grave.
Time, close thine eyes. Never see again the sun of a new morn.
Normally, a keeper without a vessel exists as no more than a concept. She cannot speak nor move. However, when Nexus was resurrected by Nerva, she was shaped into a new kind of being. She who receiveth the power of Nerva becometh the vessel of Nerva.
Die past, die future. Naught shall exist but by my will.
Nexus's new powers are stirred by the heat of fury, the wrath of a behemoth felled by an imp. Stoked by the fires of war, rage roils through her flesh. Like scalding water, it disinfects her of other emotion. It leaves no joy or sorrow.
Let the world burn. Let history be reforged in the furnace of my fury.
Once she is filled with wrath, Nerva distills it to power with a 3-line incantation. Then opens a sluice gate with a single word. Reset. Time limps to a standstill. Then begins crawling backward toward the past.
Be denied thy triumph. Be denied thy miracle. Be denied everything but my wrath.
Winning through miracles. 2 can play at that game.
Restart.
Here's my chance. Far-flung traveler, carved from the distant past, come forth as verdant wind. Be our wings.
Ain't that a day?
This goes beyond...
Alright.
Yes.
We saw all this.
This moment.
Time we said our farewells, Keeper.
We'll get to watch it all again.
Revale is a town of force, hun.
And you'll be sleeping alone. No more terrorizing worlds next. I can feel it. The branch from the tree of life. Let's finish this! Huh?
Senseless. Worthless.
She's just gonna keep resetting time till she wins. This is a trope that I've seen in a lot of my favorite games, but this is the first time it's ever panned out for the villain.
She used the shade as a shield.
She did more than that. It takes a second to generate a shade. If she had one handy, it means she knew when and where the attack was coming, and that it would be powerful enough to require a living shield.
She has our dance steps all figured out.
What? How could... Ah!
Well, expect it's time I sang for my supper.
You're gonna sing?
It's a saying, miss. I'm fixing to unleash a powerful attack, but I will need time to prepare.
I hear you loud and clear.
All right.
We'll keep Nexus busy.
Don't get tongue-tied now, Shug.
Now try not to jinx it. I've been preparing this little ditty since the last world invasion. Thou shalt recall thy true self. Thou shalt forget thine own words. Thou art the bearer of my word, the engineer of my will. I am the immutable steel, the unsilenceable bullet. I have given thee purpose.
He's just
I
adding
have
in
given
things.
thee words.
Vincent has one of the most busted powers in all of fucking fiction. Just the ability to say something and have it come true is kind of nutty. If he just keeps layering these things and making himself more and more powerful, eventually he'll surpass gods.
Recall thyself. Thou art bound by the chain of my command.
The word bound.
Reusing material, Vince?
You're a showwoman, not? You must know there's always a twist. Thou art the vessel of my magic. Render unto me what is mine.
Well, I'll be draining power from your little word puppets. Even Icy couldn't hold a candle to your magic reserves right now.
I was inspired by Arisa's vampire friend, the one that fought alongside Bunny and Baron. Figured that if I wanted to bend Nexus's ear, I would need a voice of thunder. My flesh be power incarnate.
He's stronger than Ishilindrig was now. That's kind of nutty to think about. This is a long time preparing.
Labor on. The only fruit thou shalt harvest is the poison of my fury.
Silence.
Nexus has slowed down. Now's our chance.
Senseless. Worthless.
Even half a city's worth of mana couldn't hold you down for more than 2 minutes. Luckily, it is my trade to round up livelier folk.
Vengeance is a ceaseless wheel.
Kneel.
Futile.
Futile? Your words hold no weight, partner. Just the barking of a cornered dog.
Wow. Just gotta stall long enough, make himself powerful enough, just kneel.
That was amazing, Vincent. Now Nexus is right where we want her.
Seeing as she's our twice-honored guest, why don't we give her a reveillon send-off? Quick draw.
How came the sparrow to slay the hawk?
Be still.
This ends here.
Ta-ta now.
Worms, who gave thee thy tongue? From whence the gall to command me? Despicable. Despicable! Let thy fury burn in the fires of my wrath!
I guess we gotta reset. Try again. She starts off in motes of light over the desert, indistinguishable from the veil of dust that separates the earth from the sky.
What once was spun shall be unwound. What once was healed shall be unbound. In blood of time, let grace be drowned.
Reset. Her incantation rises in the air like a wind.
Reset.
Alrighty. Now we're gonna see like what Not could have done by bringing more firepower. Then burst forward.
Reset. Restart.
In the Red Waste, Nexus relives the battle of 1,000 different ways.
Reset.
Yep.
Restart.
Always dying the same death.
Reset. Restart. Reset. Restart.
There's gotta be a
Reset.
victory in there
Restart.
somewhere.
Reset. Restart. Reset.
Until in the rising blood miracle itself is drowned.
Well, expect it's time I sang for my supper.
You're gonna sing?
It's a saying, miss. I'm fixing to unleash a powerful attack, but I will need time to prepare.
I hear you loud and clear. Well, we'll keep Nexus busy.
Don't get tongue-tied now, Shug.
I now try not to jinx it. I've been preparing this little ditty since the last world invasion. Thou shalt recall thy...
Oh boy.
Ah, damn it!
Where'd those shades come from? We have to save him.
Too late.
One falls.
Vincent! No!
I must say, I'm impressed with how quickly you collared Vincent. Then again, order always was more liable to taming. Force, you'll find, isn't.
Thou wilt sleep all the same. No power in this world can save thee.
Really now? I finally got all my bullets lined up for a big break and you want me to sleep on it. Not on your life. Fear is about to take the stage, and I got you special box seats.
I don't like it when she uses the word box. It gives me nightmares.
Thou canst not bound infinity in a box.
Lively fiddle playing from a dead cat. Oh, and this is a private showing. Afraid I'll have to send your escorts back to hell. I don't like there to be
Was that
crowds
Drosh's
for this
power?
next number. It's quite personal. See, I box up everything that I touch, and I do mean everything. Bullets, magic, both the horse flesh and the horse power behind it.
So she can use Drock's power because she saw it in action and rattled
Tragically,
some.
my touch tends to be fatal, but once in a blue moon, I brush up against somebody brimming with energy too large for this world. What do you suppose my box fills up with then? Unadulterated power. Saddle up, hun. You're about to feel the heat of the friskiest hell-raisers I have ever known.
Kagero!
Hateful, vile, thou art a titan, but I am infinite.
Sekka! Foxfire!
Surrender. Thy arm cannot reach me. One may as well shoot down the stars.
That's right, because she transported everyone in boxes that one time. That makes
Far-flung
sense.
traveler, carved from the distant past.
Fate's bullet. Where?
Come forth as verdant wind. Be our wings as we invoke thy name.
Why, little sparrow?
Reset.
Comest thou from the sky? Then I shall tear off thy wings. What once was spun shall be unwound. What once was healed shall be unbound. In blood of time, let grace be drowned.
Ta-ta now.
It's over!
No, an eternity of sleep lies stretched out before thee. We have only just begun. Reset. Restart.
Alright, 1,000 more losses, each one stamped painfully onto her mind, as onto a branded steer. There's a victory in there somewhere, Nexus.
Restart. Reset. Restart. Reset. Restart. Reset. Restart. Reset.
The seared images connect into a roadmap with every pitfall and dead end a defeat crossed out as forbidden territory. And there, threaded through the wilderness, like a single strand of gold, is the shimmering path to victory.
I must say, I'm impressed with how quickly you collared Vincent. Then again, order always was more liable to...
Force
Let
isn't.
slip thy dogs of war. Their fangs shall not reach me.
Oh, I'll be putting on the whole dog and pony show. And you got special box seats.
Ugh. Whenever she uses box, it makes me a little unsettled.
Vanity, thy stolen rounds will not pierce me.
Nothing hit. But that ain't possible unless you knew what was in the box.
That is not all I know.
Not has her full attention. It's now or never.
Fall.
Nexus! How? Oh!
Nice. That's funny.
Still isn't. Move!
It's a lot of offensive power to deal with.
Fools, fools, fools.
So her plan is spawn enemies on them to hold them down, and then kill them with your allies as well.
Go now to
A bold
sleep
strategy.
unbroken, never again to see the break of day.
No!
Damn you! Damn you!
Order, force, fate. Fat swine to feed my fury. Thou art but formless shadows in the black of night.
All that's left is Ilganu.
The world is now as it should
How
be.
did you take her down?
The clock strikes the hour of truth, and yet my fury does not abate. Let it feed then on the land that stagnation loved, until destruction sickens and dies.
No. Vincent, Arisa. How? I do not understand.
And then there was one. Wretched outcast, join the... My powers have taken their toll. I must rest.
Give them back.
Be gone. The shadow of a ghost hath no place in the light.
Damn, that was a scream.
Hark, ye tattered creatures that writhe in Revalian winds. I am Nexus of Serenity.
Ooh, that's a good thumbnail there.
Thy titans have fallen. Force and order sleep in the cradle of serenity. I too must go to my rest. But unlike that of the titans, my slumber hath an end. And at the end of that slumber, thy destruction shall begin. Where the vessel of stagnation loved, I shall hate. Where flower most brightly her labors, shall burn most brightly my flames. Take heed. Take heed.
Was I dreaming? No. I do not have such anger in my heart. I do not have such murder. But now, she does. Nexus is a plague. And on the winds of fury, she is more deadly than ever before. Her veil has only one lifeline remaining. Yes. They will be ready when the time comes.
Bunny and Baron?
As
Miser and
will we.
Serena? Oh, so Ilganu did not get defeated. She managed to skirt away. Us and the Titans.